The Jamie Dyer Show.
Right, I'm here with Jessica in the Minerva Theatre Cafe, as it were, opposite the Chichester Festival Theatre, for those in the know. What is your job title, as it were?
I'm the marketing manager here at Chichester.
Right, so we're here today really to talk about the obviously the new season that is upon us. It's family-friendly season, I believe. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So we've been committed to working with our families' audiences for a few years now, but actually we've made a bumper season this winter. We try and be as inclusive as possible to all people, but our families' work is particularly exciting to me. I really enjoy it. I've got two little ones, so I've really enjoyed helping with the programming, as well as really highlighting our facilities. So here at Chichester we've got we're in a fantastic location, so we're right next to the park, which has an adventure playground and lots of picnic tables, but we've also got fantastic facilities in the foyers. We've got a lovely cafe which people can come and visit with coffee, and then we've also got baby changing facilities in the male and female toilets, high chairs, and lots of space. On top of that is our lovely programme. So in the winter season particularly, we try and programme to as wide an audience as possible, and the families can come and see a range of things. So this year we've currently got on Mr. Popper's Penguins here in the Minerva, which is for 3 years upwards, and it's a musical. It's a new musical just for families, and it's absolutely adorable. We've tried to make it a really special experience. We've added lots of penguins to the foyer. We've added lots of signage for families, so when they come in they feel very welcome and they know exactly where they're going. We put signage on the doors of the loos at child-friendly heights so that they can see, and we've got penguin footprints leading them up to our free craft area here in the cafe, so that we can entertain our younger members of the audiences, while their mums and dads and grandparents might have a little rest for 5 minutes. And then we've also got Christmas concerts currently, which is incredibly busy over in the Festival Theatre. Yeah. And next Saturday on the 17th, we open up our Chichester Youth Theatre production of Peter Pan, which is incredibly busy. So unfortunately the availability is not very high on that, but it's a fantastic production. It's got over 70 young people in it, aged 10 to 19. Yeah. And it's a perfect Christmas treat. And it's also really interesting to talk about because we've done a relaxed performance of this one. So this is our second or third relaxed performance. Yeah. And what that means is that it is a more relaxed environment. Yeah. So it's for anyone who's on the autistic spectrum,
like myself,
or might have sensory or communicative disorders, or would just benefit really from a more relaxed environment.
Which is a great idea.
Yeah, a lot of theatres are doing them now. And it just gives people the opportunity to come along and not worry, I suppose, about other people in the audience, possibly, or if they want to leave, and we're very, very relaxed about that. So the performance itself means that you can come in and out of the auditorium as you like. There are chill-out areas in the foyer. The lights are up slightly so that you're not in a dark environment. And the production itself will be slightly tweaked just to make sure that there's no loud bangs or big flashes.
Lights and such.
Yeah, just to make it
more friendly,
more comfortable. Yeah, and all our staff are very highly trained, all our front of house staff on that one, and there's still availability for that. It's been our most popular one to date. We're really, really pleased and very proud that people have taken advantage of that offer. But if there's anyone that any of your listeners feel might benefit from it, then please do get in touch, because we'd love to, make it a really big success and invite new audiences to come into it as well.
Yeah, and of course the youth theatre, they've been doing that for years, haven't they? Different productions.
Yes, I think it's over a decade now that they've been doing our Christmas show. And it's a lovely opportunity for the young people involved in all our youth theatre groups across the county to have an opportunity to be on our stage during the busiest time. And they are so committed to the production. It's a fantastically high quality of staging, and it's all the values we instill in our festival theatre season, and the commitment from the kids itself is impressive. Yeah,
and obviously these other productions as well just kind of add a little bit more to it this year, make it, because maybe a lot of children would go and see the youth theatre production, and now they have the opportunity to go and see other things as well, and maybe entice them into doing that in a few years' time.
Yes, absolutely. So Poppers is for our younger audience, is ages 3+. Peter Pan is for 7+. And then in the new year we've got a whole host of things. Actually, we've just programmed in the winter season our youngest ever show. So that's for 18 months to 3 years.
Right.
And that's a sensory show. So it's a light and sound show where the children put on white suits and the light's projected onto them, and they can chase squiggles and flowers and all sorts around the floor in the auditorium of the Minerva.
That's fascinating.
It's going to be really interesting. It's only 20 children capacity, so it's very, very small and intimate. And there's a dancer involved, and with music and light, and they just get to explore this sort of light and sound show. So it's a new one for us, so we're really excited about it.
Yeah, and is that in an upcoming season?
Yeah, this is in February.
Yeah.
So in the new year, we've got a whole range of things. We've tried to be really clear about the age ranges on our shows this year. We've just joined something called the Family Arts Standards, which is run by the Arts Council, and it helps venues ensure that they're actually delivering on a number of criteria to make us more family friendly. So from being clear about the offer and the age to ensuring there's free water available or the facilities are appropriate. So we've just put a baby change facility upstairs here in the Minerva to make sure that families don't have to go up and downstairs to get to the baby change facilities downstairs. So it's just thinking things through practically and making sure that we're abiding by these standards to be as family friendly as possible. But in the new year there is a lot on offer. So we've got the Nutcracker with Moscow City Ballet. We've got some juggling from Gandini, who came last year with a show called Smashed with lots of apples in. And this year they're bringing ballet dancers. And then we've got Running Wild as well, which we're particularly proud of. So that one is a Michael Molpogo story, and it's for ages 8+. And that started off here at Chichester from the youth theatre production in one of our summer seasons, and it's gone on to the Regent's Park Open Air Theatre, and now it comes back and we open here as part of a national tour. So we're over the moon with this one, and if you can see it, it's got life-sized jungle animal puppetry in it, and it's all about a relatively hard-hitting story about the tsunami, but also a magical story about friendship and adversity, I suppose. Yeah, so it got 5 stars up at Regent's Park, and it won an award here with us.
There's lots of fantastic things coming up.
It really is, yeah.
It's amazing, and it's a positive thing, because obviously encouraging families in. I mean, perhaps a lot of children haven't been to the theatre, or you've you've put things on before that perhaps aren't suited. So it kind of gives them an introduction and gives them another form of entertainment as well, which is really nice. And obviously if anyone comes down here, they can see as they walk into the Minerva, you've got the penguins on the front of the door there, and the steps coming in. That's a very nice touch.
Thank you.
And it's something that kind of brings you in. I mean, I would imagine people come in just to look sometimes, and it kind of just entices them.
Yes, we try to sort of think about things from a child's level, really, and just they can waddle in and find their way upstairs. So just trying to keep the magic going, I think, from the very start. And the show itself is fantastic. It's It's really imaginative and very, very funny. So we've really enjoyed having it here this week.
And is that a travelling production or is that an internal?
No, it's a travelling production.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple more coming up in the new year. We've got Pat Cake Baby, which is for ages 2 to 7, and that's coming from Long Nose Puppets, who are Brighton based. Again, so it's a puppet show, which is really, really lovely.
Yeah.
And then we've got a comedy club for kids. So
I did see that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because it was described as swear-free, which I would hope it would be. But.
Yes, it is. So it's got 3 touring comedians who are on the normal adult circuit, and they have they will come and perform an hour-long comedy gig, and they are somewhat restricted in their normal material, but they also have to put up with heckles from 6-year-olds. So I think it must be really interesting to watch, and I think I'm really looking forward to seeing that myself.
Will be interesting for the performer as well, because it's kind of a unique experience. That's a very very different way of looking at it.
Yes. It's been really popular, and I think it would be a really nice one if we can continue to bring that. Hopefully, if it does well, we'll consider bringing that in a more regular basis. So there's a regular comedy club for kids here at the theatre.
Yeah, and is that which is that in the Minerva?
It's in the Minerva again.
Yeah.
The Minerva's a lovely space. It's only 300 seats, and it's on 3 sides like our festival theatre, and it's very intimate and welcoming, and I think people really enjoy actually the Minerva space. So I think children will find that less intimidating than possibly the 1300 space over in the festival theatre.
Well, yeah, that's a very big space over there, and obviously, it's small steps and all that.
Yeah, it's a nice introduction
for them. Yeah. So obviously, if are tickets still available for all these different events, or
yes,
any sold out?
The ones that are trickier are Peter Pan and Mr. Popper's Penguins this Christmas.
I can imagine.
They're really busy. But everything in the new year definitely has availability. And we'd love to welcome more families, so do spread the word.
I will do, yeah, and obviously everybody can look at the details on the Chichester Festival Theatre website as well, which we'll put up on the social media and such.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a For Families page which has absolutely everything you could need. So from the shows itself to what facilities we've got available, where to park, how to get here, and also the stuff that our learning and education and participation team, or our LEAP team, do. And they have Family Fun Friday events. They've got a music event called Little Notes for really young ones. And we also do half-term activities alongside our youth theatre, so there's so much to talk about. Yeah.
Oh, there is, and hopefully we can have a future conversation about all those activities in much broader detail than today. Anyway, I shall let you get on. Obviously, thank you so much for talking to me today and finding out all about the exciting things that are coming. It's great that you've that the theatre itself. Both theatres are encouraging kind of younger people into theatre, whether that be in a performance or even just a watching capacity.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, well, no worries. Thank you very much, Jessica.
Thank you for talking with me.
The Jamie Dyer Show.